Hi, I'm going to begin by showing you how to use Excel to order data in order to help you make counts of it, select medians and so on. I have begun with the data file that you can obtain from IBID's website, and we will begin by doing a sort of nominal data, the ice cream flavour example. So I'm going to begin by selecting the data from column A of the data file. So I'm using Command C. Now I'm not going to work with the data file. I prefer to leave that one untainted, and I'm going to paste it in here into a blank screen. We've just got a couple of things that I will probably want to remove, like the heading, and just leave us with the raw data. The way to do this sort is to select the column where the data is stored by clicking on A in this case because it's in column A, and I'm now going to use the menu command data sort. You get a dialog box which asks you what do you want to sort and how do you want to sort it. Now, if you have a look at this data box, it's saying it's intending to sort column A, which is correct, it's what we want. It's going to sort on the values, and it's going to sort in the order A to Z, which is alphabetic, which is what we want. So I'll just click OK, and we've got our data now organised in alphabetical order, which makes it very much easier now to count the number of votes for coffee and the number of votes for the other flavours as well. I'm now going to do a data sort using numeric data. I will use the example from our sample data disk, the nuts bagging question, and the data is in column G. So as before, I will select column G, I will copy the data, and I will paste it onto our working spreadsheet. I'll paste it in column C to stay away from our previous work, and in it goes. I will remove column headings and so on because they will only confuse matters. What's required now is to select column C where the data is, choose data, sort, and again we get a dialog box. The software has recognised that we want to sort column C. It says we're going to sort on values, and the order of the sort will be smallest to largest, which is what we want. You can alter it and have largest to smallest if you want, but smallest to largest seems to suit this particular situation. So here we have it. Again, the data is instantaneously sorted in order of size, and it now becomes much easier to tally it. So we can see immediately we have 2 examples of 340 and 3 examples of 341 and so on. Selecting the median and quartiles and so on becomes much easier if you have the data organised in this way. Finally, we're going to take a quick look at how a graphics calculator can help with these analyses. I am beginning with the data which has been entered onto a spreadsheet type screen. In order to perform the analysis, I'm going to need to make a new screen, so I will insert a data and statistics screen. And the result is immediately that the data appears as a set of disconnected dots. Returning to the data itself, you can see that I've headed it with the names of the 2 sales staff that we're analysing. So I will return to the statistics screen, and the first thing we have to do is to tell the calculator where to find the data. So I have clicked on click to add variable, and our 2 staff have appeared here, and I will select Cara. The calculator now organises the data into a dot plot. This does show us some detail about what's going on here, but the beauty of doing it this way is that I can now instruct the calculator to show the same data using different plot types. And if I begin with a histogram, you will see that the calculator will organise the data now into a histogram. I'm not sure that this is the best way to show these data, and particularly I'm not certain whether it's the best way of comparing the performance of the two staff. So I'm going now to change the plot type, and I'm going to use a box plot. So the data is now very nicely reorganized into a box plot for us. And what we have here is, as discussed in the text, we have the smallest data item, the lower quartile, the median, the upper quartile, and the largest data item. Now what we want to do also is we want now to add in an extra data item. We want to add in the data for the other member of staff. So I'm going to now select add an X variable, and I will add Lena's data in too. And Lena's data is now added, and we can see now that there is a clear difference in the performance of the two members of staff. This seems to me to be a very good way of seeing how the various different types of data presentation enable you to get facts from your figures. As a last attempt, I will return to a different plot type, and we can look at the data as stacked histograms. So you may prefer this picture to the box plot, but the point about statistics is you choose the visualization that best suits and best answers your question.